actually a pretty fun looking wave out here.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome to season 3. I cannot believe we are actually here. This is absolutely amazing. I'm watching the surf cam night waves at Snapper Rocks because unfortunately we had a little bit of a south wind to start off season 3, but with that south wind we also have a little bit of some south swell that is filling in today, or at least overnight tonight, so we should have some really fun surf in the morning. So I figured I'd say what's up to y'all and welcome you back to the channel. And for those of you that have never been here before, welcome. My name's Andrew Snook. I am a surfer, YouTuber, content creator, surf influencer, I guess. And we put out YouTube vlogs every Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon so YouTube lets you know about new videos. And give us a little like and a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you everybody for tuning in. For those of you that have been tuning in throughout the past 2 seasons, and especially those of you that have been tuning in since season 1, episode 1, this vlog has changed quite a bit, but I feel like the core vibe has stayed the same, and we've grown with subscribers and, you know, built our community, and we learn, we progress, we have a lot of fun, and that's the real vibe. And as the time has gone on, we've partnered up with some new brands, and I've spent a lot of time over the last couple of weeks thinking about how the vlog has changed over the past 2 years, and I want to make sure that while teaming up with brands and things kind of changing a little bit from how things were the first, you know, couple episodes. I mean, think about it. We started with just me and a Catch Surf Foamy and a GoPro, and we've gone from filmers and drone filmers and, you know, going to different locations, meeting Ben Gravy, doing surf contests and all this fun, amazing things, getting to demo products from other companies, and now teaming up with brands and riding for them. And I want to make sure that while that changes a little bit, that it makes this vlog better and that we keep that core vibe the same. And yeah, really stoked. So thank y'all for tuning in. I have a little package. I heard it just hit the doorstep a second ago, so let's move over there real quick and check out what that is. Oh yeah, we haven't unboxed a box in a while, but Saba Surf, surf wax company, organic, natural surf wax, hand poured out of Venice Beach, California, reached out to us and asked if we wanted to try a little bit of their wax that's good for all temperatures, a whole wide range of temps, so you don't need all the different types to, you know, fit the tropical temp, the cold temp, the cool, the warm, whatever. So this could be a real vibe. So heck yeah. All right, so we got a couple base coats and a couple top coats. Doesn't have that typical smell that you get when you smell Sticky Bumps or Mr. Zog's, that kind of like tropical, funky, coconutty vibe, but this stuff is supposed to beat up really good. For those of you that follow along on Instagram, we put out a lot of fun daily content, so make sure you head over there and hit that follow button so you can follow along. We did a video and asked everyone what their favorite brand of surf wax, ironically right around the time, right before Saba, or right when they had asked about sending us some wax samples, and they got mentioned a couple times, so I'm really excited to get my boards cleaned up and get some of this on there. Thank you, Saba. Thank you, Saba. Saba, Saba. So the plan for tomorrow will be to either take out the 6.0 Carosa, the 5.8 Hague Twin Fin, or the waxless wonder, the 5.6 Ho Stevie Soft Top, which is why we're going to get these 2 boards de-waxed. Look how nice and shiny clean we are. We are ready to get these blades waxed up with some Saba wax. More importantly, have y'all ever heard of the Surf Man? The Surf Wax Monster? What? Are you kidding me? This is a little new vibe I've been working on, a couple de-waxings from some Instagram videos, and I've decided to see how big we can get this guy to go. Or girl. Not sure yet, but what do y'all think? All right, y'all, it's time to get the blades waxed up. So I talked with Saba and they recommended a double base coat. For those of you who don't know, you wanna put a base coat on your board before you put that top coat on. The base coat is just a little bit of a thicker, harder wax, that I think just helps keep that top coat from smearing with temperature changes like heat or pressure with your foot pressing on it to kind of like smear the wax. We're gonna work on half the board, one stringer side to the rail, and then the other from the tail all the way up to about probably right here. In the case of any air opportunity, you want to have wax a little bit further past where you would have your chest on the board. That way you're not going to slip on that landing. Fingers crossed. Look at that beautiful wax job. You can see the nice beading going on. Oh, I'm stoking. Oh yeah, look at that. This is a vibe. That's a perfect, we might lay it on just a little bit heavier because they said to get kind of like 2 base coats on, and then remember to top coat that thing before every session. We're out there. Thank you, Saba Wax.
All right, y'all, we just got down to the beach, and oh, there is actually a pretty fun-looking wave out here. We have a negative low tide that bottomed out right around now. Should start slowly filling in. I think it might get a little bit better, but I think we got to get out there. We got an absolutely beautiful morning here, just after 6 a.m. Encinitas, California, and there are definitely some really fun little glassy little waves rolling in. Let's get suited up. All right, y'all, Maile is setting the camera up down on the stairs. We're here at Grandview this morning. Tide's a little on the low side, as you saw, so I think, first off, water temps, low 60s. The air temp's a little chilly this morning, so I'm throwing on the 3.2 Hostini chest zip to keep us nice and warm. And we're gonna take out the 5.8 Hague twin fin. I feel like I haven't surfed this board with y'all in a pretty long time. I'm stoked to get out there and kind of see how it feels. That first wave I saw was super fun and glassy, so we gotta get this thing waxed up. All right, Saba, don't fail me now. All right, y'all, Maile's waiting, and so are the waves. I'm stoking, and y'all know the deal. I'll see you out there.
Gosh, the surf was firing. Definitely a little low when we got here, but in the hour that we were out there as the tide switched and started filling in just a teeny tiny bit, we got some fun ones, got a fun couple wipeouts, went over the falls. That's the vibe, just getting out there. And it's been a while since we've been on the 5.8 Hague twin fin, which, you know, took a second to get used to, but always a blast to be on, always a blast to be out in the water first thing in the morning, starting the day off on the right foot. All right, y'all, for those of you that have been following along since the beginning, you know that this vlog has been powered highly by an e-bike. Well, I got reached out to by Magnum Bikes, which is one of my e-bike brands that I ride, and we've been kind of talking back and forth and kind of came up with a little idea to do a little partnership for a little bit, and we are cruising down into Encinitas. They have their only Southern California location for the Magnum Bikes in Encinitas, which is super rad. So we're cruising down in there. We're gonna pick up the payload from them, which is kind of like a cargo bike. So supposedly it can hold up to, like, I think 3 people, 2 people behind me, or at least 2 children, as well as loading around a ton of gear, which is pretty cool. You guys know, if you've seen the vlog, a lot of times I have like the basket loaded behind my back and a backpack and a surfboard, and there's a lot going on. So this bike should probably alleviate all those issues. So I'm really stoked to cruise down and pick that up. Hopefully the sun comes out this afternoon, but this June gloom is not letting up. If y'all are in downtown Encinitas, if you come to Encinitas, you live in this area, Magnum Bikes, we're right here on the 101. So passing the lumber yard, if you're familiar with that area.
What are your thoughts?
Right off the bat, I'm gonna say this is the smoothest e-bike ride I've ever had. Clearly we have 2 other e-bikes, one Magnum Pathfinder and then an Electra Townie 7D Go. The thing I really like about this is it kind of just has like a Cadillac vibe. Like, it's just big and cruisy and smooth. And then if you can see right down here, there is some shocks right in the seat post as you're getting that shot of the peach emoji down there, which really helps. I feel like if you've ridden a bike in Encinitas, you know after the rainy winter how bad our roads here. And I imagine a lot of places in the country, you've had a pretty wet winter and your roads probably kind of suck. And this definitely helps with that. The cargo space, I'm really excited to see literally how much stuff we can load down. I kind of want to see if there's something similar to like a giant basket that almost looks kind of like turning this bike into like a pickup truck looking kind of vibe. But regardless, I'm really stoked. Huge shout out to Hank from Magnum Bikes. Thanks so much for reaching out to me. And yeah, excited to take this thing all over town. Oh my gosh, the sun is finally shining here in Encinitas, and that's the cue for me to let you guys know to get up off your couch and get outside. You know, I remind you every week, that's our weekly vibe. It only takes 30 minutes to get into an adventure. Huge shout out to Driftline for the bucket hat to keep me protected from the sun while I'm out in all of my adventures. Link in the description below if you want to help support the channel. I got a little bit of board repair to do as we have a little bit of a leak, a little board peak coming out of the twin fin that we rode. But I do want to take this quick second to not only thank all of you, but I want to thank Maile, my girlfriend as well, for filming so much last season and starting this season off as my main filmer. And I want to thank all the brands, my sponsors and partners, Ho Stevie, Driftline, Carosa surfboards, Waterborne skateboards, and now Magnum bikes. I'm so excited to have them on board, and I'm excited to get into a lot of adventures, but I do want to talk real quick about that surf. While it was really fun out there, the conditions were actually slightly challenging. I chose Grandview because I thought the low tide would be ideal, but for some reason there was still a lot of water that was sitting out there, and the waves would break and then fizzle, hitting kind of like really deep spots of water, and I'm not quite sure what the deal is with on that, but I do have my fingers crossed for next week, so make sure you tune in because I have a feeling we're gonna be in the right spot at the right time with the right tide and the wind and the swell, and things are gonna be a vibe, so I can't wait for y'all to check it out. But y'all know the deal. Until next week, click right here to subscribe and right here to watch more videos, and I'll catch y'all on the next vibe.
Let it go, 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 넌 겨울. Yeah, girl, yeah. 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 게